Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and it's time for episode number 10 of our Pokémon Stadium 2 playthrough. In the last episode that went up yesterday, if you missed it, I suggest you go check it out. We took on Gym Leader Castle, we made it to the final battle in Gym Leader Castle. Not going to spoil what happened. You gotta check that video out to find out the outcome of our challenge against the Elite Four and the champion, but I'll leave that as it is. Today, I figured we haven't gone into the stadium yet. I want to go in here and check out some of the different challenge cups that they have. Well, that was kind of spoilers. Some of the different cups they have, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. And since this past week, my main team has been putting in a lot of good work against things like, for example, Trainer Red in the Pokemon Silver finale, and Gym Leader Castle here in Stadium 2, I thought, we're going to let my team relax for the rest of the weekend. They're going to take the day off. We're going here into the stadium. We're going to check out a thing called the Challenge Cup. Now, I've gone through three different difficulties. You'll see that there are 4 levels of difficulty here. I wanted to show off like the cream of the crop, you know, the final part of it. And I went through the first 3 challenges. When I was younger, I remember this being really hard to overcome, really difficult. This time, I managed to complete all 3 of these previous cups on the first try. I did have to use a continue here and there, but I managed to go through without being completely beaten out of the tournament and made it through. So I guess maybe over the years I've just become a decent battler, you know, better than when I was back then. I don't even know if I was able to beat the Poké Cup back when I was younger when this first came out. But we have made it here to the Master Ball. The way the Challenge Cup works is, let's check the rules just so you know what's going on. Battle using 6 provided Pokemon. This mode will test your ability as a trainer, so you don't get to choose the Pokemon you have. You can't even select them from a list of, say, 20 and choose 6. No, they give you 6 random Pokemon. You gotta work with what they give you. You choose 3 of the 6, of course. There are 4 level classes, as I said, we're into the Master Ball difficulty. You can only put 1 Pokemon to sleep and freeze 1 Pokemon on the opposing side. Rules on the final Pokemon, you can't use Self-Destruct or Explosion, Destiny Bond, and Parasong will fail, and you get to continue for a perfect match. So, that out of the way, let's jump in and see what the Master Ball has to offer us. And this is kind of cool. Normally, I only use specific Pokemon that I have in my collection, of course. We're serious about battling, you better get ready! But I like how this allows me to use other Pokemon that I never use, like Blastoise. Wait a minute. Anyway, you'll see that on my team I have a Scizor, a Xatu, Golem, Muck, Jolteon as well, in addition to the Blastoise. Now, the movesets can be just random as well. Held items are randomized also. I think they sort of apply to the Pokemon though. So let's check out the Pokemon that we have to work with. You see the Scizor holding a Gold Berry, which is, I think it heals back 30 HP. I'm not sure, but it heals back HP. Swords Dance, Fury Cutter, Quick Attack, and Steel Wing, not too bad. Attack and Defense are the best stats on Scizor here. So, I gotta keep in mind, Bug and Steel. So that has Stab. Usually you'll see at least 1 Stab attack on each of the Pokemon that they're given to you. And Xatu is it faster than Scizor? Yes it is, 197 speed. Special attack is good. Holding the Sharp Beak to power up Fly. Future Sight, Confuse Ray, and Protect as well. Next we have Golem holding the Miracle Berry, which that is a cure for any status condition I believe. Mud Slap, Toxic, Rollout, and Tackle. So not the best moveset for a Golem unfortunately. But nice defense if I need to switch it in and take a hit. We also have Muck on the team. Holding a Burnt Berry to thaw it out if it gets frozen. Attack is pretty good at 201. Acid Armor, Thunder Punch, Pound, and Sludge. Special attack is pretty bad, though, so Thunder Punch is not going to be very good. Sludge will be nice and powerful, though. Next is Jolteon, holding a Scope Lens from, I believe that's just like it is nowadays, for some better critical hit accuracy or ratio. Endure, Thunder, Attract, and Headbutt. And that is the fastest Pokemon that we have. Blastoise here. I was hoping to see Rain Dance to make Thunder on Jolteon fully accurate, but we don't see it. Mystic Water to power up Waterfall, however. Ice Punch, Attract, and Bite. That's almost like Sheldon, actually, so I might be using him quite a bit. None of the stats are above 200, unfortunately, but the defenses are quite nice at almost 200 each. Now then, we see the opponent has a lot of, I'm going to say, not a lot of Flying-type Pokemon, but a good considerable number of weaknesses to Rock. However, probably our best bet, although, well, you know what? Although the Thunder is not fully accurate on Jolteon, I do have Thunder Punch on Muck. Now, special attack, as I said, is not really good, but all things considered, I'm going to take some risks on the missing of Thunder. I'm going to lead Jolteon. I will bring Golem. I could lock myself into Rollout at some point. The Pinsir scares me with some possible fighting-type attacks, but they're not stabbing. Her defense is pretty nice. And I think maybe, well, I could bring Scizor to resist a lot of hits. Could we do much damage in return, though? Hang on a sec here. Attack is 236. We can Swords Dance. Yeah, let's bring Scizor. Let's get into this. Now, of course, hang on.
Is about to be rewarded. Pokémon Tournament Challenge Cup Master Ball. The opening blows are about to be exchanged in a furious battle between level 75 Pokémon.
That is true. Jolteon versus Jolteon. All right. Now, you notice the nicknames are not randomized, but they always give me, like, the first syllable is all capitals, then everything else is lowercase. So you're going to see, if we see two Pokemon facing off against each other, some massive color differences. Or, in this case, not really that much. Same gender, so we can't use Attract. I can just go for... I could Headbutt, but hang on. I could just go right into Golem now, I think. Let's do that. Now, there was an episode of the anime, I think it was called The Ultimate Test, where Ash enrolls in a Pokemon Trainer school, and this is where the official age of Jessie comes from, because she also enrolls and fills out an application. I think she puts her age as 17 on the thing, and everyone's like, that means she's 17 years old! Jessie's a liar, you know? She's probably just throwing the number 17 out there to make herself feel younger. But anyway, that all being aside, there is a section in the Ultimate Test where Ash and everybody else that participates are given random Pokemon, and they have to fight the, I guess, the test giver, like, you know, the gym leader sort of thing. They gotta use those random Pokemon. Don't flinch me out, please, come on. But they gotta use those random Pokemon and try to win. So this is kind of what's happening right here. We're gonna see this Jolteon is trying to flinch me with the bite attacks, but you're not gonna flinch this time. It's not a 100% chance to do so. There we go, Mud Slap lowering the accuracy of Jolteon. Look at it kick the mud out, that was pretty cool. So that did about 70. 2 more will get the knockout. Let's go ahead. They could switch into a flying type, of course. If I get one more Mud Slap, maybe I can lock myself into Rollout, predicting the next thing to come in. Those bites are hurting, though. However, with 2 accuracy drops, should I risk going for a Rollout right now? Nah, I think probably the best bet. Let's just try to finish this Jolteon right now. We should survive another bite if it does connect, but if not, we can land the Mud Slap and bring down Jolteon. Yes, we dodged that one. Alright. So, as I went through the first 2 difficulties, it was pretty simple. The Pokeball and Great Ball difficulties. I had to, I think, continue once in each one. I'm not sure. But anyway, when we got to the Ultra Ball difficulty, that's when the computer started having fun with those accuracies again. I think there was one battle in which I hit myself 5 out of 6 turns in confusion, and I managed to lower the accuracy of the opponent, and they didn't miss one attack. So, despite me going for Mud Slap and lowering the accuracy, I really don't think it's going to help, and this is gonna hurt. It is stab and super effective. Despite our nice defense on Golem, it does not take the hit. And I was gonna say, did I bring anybody with fire attacks? And then the second question is, did I even have fire attacks on the team? I've got my own Scizor. I could Swords Dance up, but there's not much we can do in return. Let's go to Jolteon and go for some Thunders. I could Attract this as well. Now, Attract, when used by the computer, works 90% of the time. Attract, when used by the human player, we'll be looking to see a 1 in 4 success rate of Attract. But, hopefully, with the camera now recording, the computer wants to try to make a liar out of me. You're welcome to do so, computer. I'll take that. There's one. Alright, so currently we're sitting at a 100% success rate for Attraction. Let's go ahead and Thunder. I could go for the Headbutt for the flinch, but that's going to take forever. I'm going to try to speed through this. We land the Thunder. Alright, so we're looking pretty good on the percentages right now. Steel Wing, we resist that though, so that's not bad. Depending on how long this takes to get through, I might try to squeeze the entire Challenge Cup into one video, because I don't want to have another cliffhanger between a whole week, right, until next weekend. So, if I can squeeze this into one episode, I'll try to do so. If not, I'll probably have a second episode later up tonight. So stay tuned and just see if there's another episode going up later on to finish up the Challenge Cup. I'm hoping we come out successfully here. There have been some difficulties back in Stadium 1 in which I just do not manage to pull through in the end. But given the fact that I have access to the Pokemon that the computer has access to, I just gotta play them right. I think I'm on a pretty good even playing field to try to get a victory in here without, hopefully, too much frustration of the computer having fun with accuracy. And it is male also, this pincer, so we cannot go ahead and go for the Attract, but let's go for a Thunder and miss that because of, just to be completely fair, I should miss this one based on me hitting the last one. Alright, I gotta accept that. Strength, we're gonna handle that, it's not stab. And when Scizor comes in, there's really nothing Pinsir can do. I want to keep Jolteon in to get as much damage off first, though. Scizor could then come in, Swords Dance up, and go for whatever we had. Steel Wing, Fury Cutter. What was the normal type attack? I can't even recall. Pinsir almost falls now, though. And, ooh, we hung in there. I'm going to go for a headbutt, just for a little bit extra damage. And as my recording is going on, I notice there's a little bit of glitchiness, a little bit of lag. Hopefully that's not going to be too much of a problem. And it barely hangs in there, too. Can we flinch it? Yes, we flinch it. Alright. Not that it really matters, because we already lost our goal, so we can't get to continue off of this battle. But, as long as we can continue to battle number 2, that's at least something in our favor. Hopefully we can get to continue then. Pinsir falls. And these are all level 75 Pokemon. I don't know if I mentioned that yet. We're going to see a lot of interesting species to deal with. Battle 1. The twins are done. Alright, so I can possibly get through another... Well, that one took a little while. We're not quite halfway through the episode, though. I'll try to get through another... at least 2 trainers. That's a big no-no. You're strong. Thank you. We've got the Zephyr badge here in the Challenge Cup. Let's continue. Hopefully get to continue off this battle. A perfect win. We see a schoolboy. I always get perfect scores on tests. You don't stand a chance. Well, actually, I kind of do. Everything here is weak to water except that Scizor. So definitely... What water move do you have, Blastoise? Waterfall. Blastoise comes in to deal with the Scizor. Yeah, we don't have a fire attack, do we? I just want to double check the team once again. We do not, but how else could we deal with that then? Well, Surf is neutral to it. I think maybe we need something defensive. Jolteon would resist. And, you know, Scizor would also resist. So let's bring Scizor into this battle again, even though it didn't even fight in the last one. But, here we go. So Blastoise can deal a lot of good damage to almost everything, except that Scizor. So let's see what they lead off with. I think if Scizor comes in, I'll switch in my own Scizor, just go for a Swords Dance and try to get off as much damage as we can. There's that Scizor. Now that I've said that, maybe I'll stay in. We could go for... Can't go for the Attract. We could go for the Waterfall, though. Now, I don't think Waterfall has the flinching possibility in this generation, unfortunately. It's just basic attack, just basic damage. Yeah, get 2 more of those off. And Sandstorm. I do not believe it gives you special defense increase, though. I think that's only for rock types, and maybe not even in this generation. It might only be in a future generation. Let's go for the Waterfall. Get some more damage off on Scizor. As soon as we bring this thing down, Blastoise can drop pretty much everything else on the opposing side. You know, I probably should have switched Blastoise out, though. Just in case we need more HP. I'm going to switch out now. I can go to my own Scizor. Or I could go into Jolteon. I think maybe Scizor is the safer way, though. We can do some good resistance and get a Swords Dance up. We're not going to get damage from the Sandstorm either, but the Wing Attack is going to be neutral to us. Our defense is good, though. Scizor versus Scizor, with no Mega Evolutions to be seen for many years yet to come. We handle that nicely, alright. So, we're going to set up our own Swords Dance to start with. Sharply boost our attack stat. We have Quick Attack on there as well, okay. So... I think I'm probably going to go for the... I could even go for a second Swords Dance, probably. And then go for some Steel Wing attacks. Even if they get a critical, we're in a good spot. We do outspeed that Scizor as well. That's what I kind of like. I was considering the fact that do they give you the same exact Pokemon as they give themselves, but they don't. I think it's like it randomly determines the IVs of the Pokemon when it sets them up in battle. So you see that ours does naturally outspeed the Scizor. It's got more HP also. I wonder if they give you better IVs than the opposing computer Pokemon have. That could be it. Of course, I do believe there is a round 2 in this stadium as well, at which point they probably give themselves as much powerful IVs as they can possibly get. But I don't know, that's speculation. Let's land this resistant Steel Wing, was that Metal Claw? So we see we miss the attack, of course. Why would we land the attack after 2 Swords Dances? Steel Wing, okay, I thought it was Metal Claw the way it looked. Now we're going to land the Steel Wing, because why would we miss this one? And down it goes. Can we get the defense boost? Of course we can't get the defense boost, because we had to miss an attack. You know, you'd think they'd want to give me something to offset that, but no, they're like, whatever, you don't need that. In comes Steelix. No, Donphan. So we can just go for another Steel Wing attack. We are +4 attack stat. And it's not a 50% accurate move, which means I'm going to say it has to land this time. Very good damage, too. A quick attack will finish you unless this Earthquake takes us down. We hung in there. So I'm going to go for the quick attack to finish this up, and I think the safest bet is to switch back into our Blastoise and try to preserve a perfect win for a continue later on. Quick attack, boom. Down goes Donphan. Unless we see the Golem, we might be able to one-shot with a Steel Wing. There's a chance we're going to miss it, though. I'd like to try to preserve a continue if possible. You see right on. Now then, given the fact this thing could possibly Horn Drill or Fissure or something, I'm going to stay in. I got to go for the Steel Wing right now. If I bring in our Blastoise and he gets destroyed by a one-hit KO move, that's kind of the end of the game. No more perfect for us. Steel Wing connects. Yes, alright, we got to continue anyway. We didn't even need to bring the Blastoise in. Whew. Not bad, Scizor. Way to go. I never used a Scizor before either, so I like that. Anyhow, that is trainer number 2 down and out of the way. So long, Oliver. A perfect for an extra continue for a perfect. There we go. That's strange. I did exactly as I was taught. Sometimes it comes down to luck with the draw. I did exactly as I was taught, and I missed a Steel Wing. You can't just help stuff like that sometimes. Alright, trainer number 3 here in the Challenge Cup. Master Ball difficulty, a rough and tough sailor. Yar, we men of the sea are proud of our muscles. I'm also proud of my Pokemon. Yakakakak. I ad-libbed a little bit there. Don't know if you noticed or not. He's got some pretty decent Pokemon. Lapras, Scyther, Jinx, Starmie, Tentacruel, Blastoise. Jolteon is good against pretty much everything there. Jinx is a problem. We do have a a Steel Winging Scizor, my second choice right now. And for the remainder, we see a lot of water, so I don't want to bring the Golem. We have Thunder Punch on Muck. Muck might be okay. I'm going to bring Muck. We'll give this a shot. Hopefully Jolteon and Scizor are all we're going to need, though. Alright, let's do this. If they lead the Jinx, I gotta switch out immediately. I could probably even go for setting up some Swords Dances on Scizor. Starmie is the lead. Question here is, which of these two Pokemon, these very fast Pokemon, is going to be faster? Going for the Thunder. 70% accurate, I think. We are the faster of the two, alright. Can we land the Thunder? Yes! Alright. And it brings the Starmie down in one hit. Starmie has always been one of the Pokemon that I am most afraid of because of how fast it is, how hard it hits on the special side. With it out of the way, I'm feeling a little bit better about this particular battle. Tentacruel, now you have decent special defense. And we just landed a Thunder. I think we're going to have to miss the next one. But we're going to start with an Attract. See if that's going to pull through for us. Tentacruel has a, technically, 50% chance to miss its attacks from here on out. But let's see how often the computer decides to allow that to happen. There's one. Alright. I will take that. Now, I'm going to start actually going for Headbutts. Simply because, since we did just land the Thunder, I don't feel fully safe in its accuracy right now. I'm going to try to get some flinching first. Weaken this up. I might go one more Headbutt and then try a Thunder. Yes! Alright. Okay, the computer is getting the attraction as much as I usually do, so that is good. Just call me Whitney. Headbutt, let's do this. Possible flinch. I don't know if Thunder will take this out at this range, but I'm going to try it. There we go. That is the Attract I am used to. You never land a hit after being attracted by the enemy. Thunder attack. You're welcome to miss this. Alright. Kind of have to accept that. Now you got to land a hit. There we go. This might be powerful, but I don't think you're physically offensive, though. We are poisoned. However, this allows us to switch into... No, you know what? I was going to switch into Scizor, but I'm going to land the Thunder. I'm going to knock out the Tentacruel. I was thinking I could go to Scizor, who is immune to Sludge Bomb, but they could get some decent water attacks off and hurt us. Thunder brings down the Tentacruel. Excellent. And I've still got Muck and Scizor ready to roll. I could have went into Muck also. We had Thunder Punch, yeah. But anyway, I didn't want to lose the Attract possibility. Final Pokemon of the Sailor comes in. It is Lapras. That is scary, but it's also female. Let's go for the Attract. Since we have a Continue in reserve, I would like to get as many as possible, but I gotta make sure I play each battle as its own battle and don't think too much to the future, you know, just make sure I'm focused on the fight at hand, do the best that I can do in this particular battle. Let's go ahead and Thunder. Accuracy base, or accuracy speaking wise, I'm gonna say this has to hit. Yes! Alright. And 60 HP remaining. Now, since we are losing a lot of HP to poison, now is the time to switch out. I'm going to say probably Muck is our best. We can go for the Thunder Punch. We lose the Attract, but with Lapras down to 60 HP, I think we might be able to get a quick knockout with Thunder Punch, Sludge. Thunder Punch, Sludge. Probably Sludge. It is Stab, and we have more attack than special attack. Blizzard. We can probably handle this. Actually, we easily handled that. I thought it'd do a lot more than that. Let's go ahead and Sludge. I don't think we'll outspeed. No, so Lapras can land the Blizzard. Might get a critical and knock us out. It is a computer player, but they could also miss, which I will accept, and Sludge away. Does this bring Lapras down? Bye-bye, Lapras. Continue number 2. We're rolling along. Excellent. So, the Challenge Cup is not as hard as some of the other ones, of course, because this here, as I said, you're given the same kind of Pokemon that the computers can have access to as well. Different movesets, though, than what they might happen to have. But Kurt is... Kurt is done. We get the continue on that also. Yar, I blew it. I'll have to refine my skills by battling my shipmates. And we get the plain badge for that. Hey, that was the Whitney badge. Kind of works out that I was using Attract a lot. Alright, let's go for one more fight. And then, yeah, I think I'll call it a day after that. We'll come back later on today and do another episode of the last part of the Challenge Cup. You don't think I'm up to this, do you? You're going to regret that. I never said a thing. Calm down, Darcy. I think you're up to this. Look at this team. So we see power. Alright. The Dodrio. Rock could handle that. You know what? I'm going to probably bring Xatu very fast. Plus we have... What do we even have again? We don't have Psychic. We have Future Sight. Come on. But we have Fly to deal with some of those fighting types down there. What do we have by way of fighting type moves? Hang on, let me just check the team once again. Probably don't have any fighting type moves now that I think about it. Xatu wouldn't have any, and no fighting at all. So Blissey and Snorlax are kind of getting the free pass at this point. We want someone physically offensive, though. That's going to be the Golem, but if only the Golem had better attacks. It has Tackle. Seriously, it has Tackle. Anyway, I could go into Rollout. Possibly, maybe. Mudslap might be handy, though. So I'm going to... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to lead with the Golem. Bring Xatu in reserve. Would Scizor be okay here? I kind of want to go more defensive. I'm going to go with probably Blastoise. Yeah, let's bring Blastoise. Lead with a Golem. Possible Mudslap accuracy drops. Could also go into the rollout and start trying to get that damage up. And if I recall correctly, did the Golem have Toxic? If so, we can go with that on some of those normal types. If I see a fighting Pokemon, I'm switching out. That's a ground type. That also might be a switch out now that I think about it. I'm going to try a Mudslap first, though. They're going to be faster than us. They do have Earthquake. Can our defense handle the Earthquake? Yes, it can. That was a critical hit if you didn't notice, though. So therefore, we lose Golem. Who didn't see a critical hit coming? And there was a battle I was doing in, I think it was the Ultra Ball difficulty, where the Pokemon I was fighting was about to faint to poison after its next attack. Before it went down, naturally, it landed a critical hit just to get that extra damage off before the poison took it out. And I was like, why wouldn't you get a critical at that point? Oh, of course you would. But that's the, as I use air quotes all the time, fun of battling computer opponents. So we do manage to get the confusion. Nidoking does hurt itself. I would prefer to be able to use Psychic, but I gotta go for Future Sight. Is it still considered super effective? I keep thinking Future Sight acts kind of like Nightshade and stuff like that. Probably because Xatu itself does learn Nightshade. So we're going to protect while this thing thrashes itself into confusion. And wait for that Future Sight to take effect. Okay, Another thing I'm going to try. Computer players can land Protect almost every time, 3 turns in a row before it fails. Yes! Hurts itself. I'm going to go for another Protect to wait for the Future Sight to take effect. Now, does the Protect pull through for me after the second attempt? It did! Alright, I'll accept that. Nidoking goes for Thrash again. Failure, hit the Protect. Now, Future Sight should connect. Didn't say super effective. So, I'm trying to think, is it still confused? I'm going to go for Future Sight again. Even if Thrash does break through, we have pretty decent defense, and it didn't do too much last time. Let's launch another Future Sight attack. I could Protect and then Fly.
It's confused no more. What'll it do? That did little
I like how Xatu moves like a totem pole. It just kind of wobbles back and forth and straightens up again. So first what we're going to do is Protect, and then I'll go for Fly. That should give us another free turn for the Future Sight to start coming into effect. So shields go up, Thrash will do nothing to us. Wait, it's confused already? Okay. So the Thrash must have just ended last turn. I don't like how it doesn't show you exactly when the confusion takes effect in this generation. They fixed that, or they updated that in later games, of course. Let's go into the air, dodge the Thrash attack, let the Nidoking hurt itself, and Future Sight, hopefully, brings it down. Miss, alright. Future Sight does connect, and the Fly should pick up the KO, unless the computer decides to make us miss it. Let's see what happens. So this giant totem pole bird comes soaring straight down, boom. Nidoking is done. Of course, I'm down 50% of my team. I've only got 1 Pokemon in reserve, plus Xatu is halfway knocked out. And we lost our goal into a critical on that first turn. We see Snorlax. Now, Golem did have Toxic. Let's start off with a Confuse Ray, just to play it safe. And who else did I bring with me? I think I brought Muck. Would Muck have Toxic? I didn't pay attention to that. Blizzard! But your special stat is not that good, plus your accuracy is apparently not that good either, as we switch over into... No, I brought Blastoise. Still though, Blastoise can take that Blizzard a lot better than Xatu can. Come on in, our representative of Sheldon the Blastoise. Get in here, we can go for... We have Waterfall. We have Blizzard too, do we not? No, we have Ice Punch? I can go for that. I forget what your other move is. There's a normal type move that you had.
There's the attack. Oh, it's frozen solid. How will this Pokemon switch affect the flow of battle?
It's frozen solid.
Ah, it can't move.
How cool.
A serious attack. That inflicted some damage.
They froze a solid. They then landed a Hyper Beam.
It can't do a thing but await defeat. Neither opponent could move.
But as you see, we can defrost in this generation. Not in time to attack on that turn, though. Have we always been faster? Hey, guess what? We can't freeze them solid. And Hyper Beam misses. Nope, because why would it? And that is going to be the end of the episode, because how do you come back from something like this, everybody? What do you do in a case like this, really? So I'm going to have 5 battles at least for the next episode, later today. But let's just see what we can do. We're going to confuse this, we're going to Future Sight, we're going to start going for the Fly attacks. If I can at least bring the Snorlax down, I'll consider this victory light, victory-ish. Whatever you want to call it. And right there, Future Sight. Alright, let's get that fired up. I'll go for the Protect, then the Fly combo again. And if the Snorlax hurts itself, that'd be great. Of course not, but it has to miss this one. It can't land. It froze with the last one. Thank you. Alright, Protect. I hope you're enjoying this battle, because I'll tell you, complete honesty, disclosure, I'm not, because of this, I don't know, whatever the computer's deciding to do with itself. Look, okay, did you guys see me land the Confuse Ray? I saw it, I'm sure you guys saw it too. Why does the Snorlax not hurt itself in confusion? No, wait, I have the answer. Because it's a computer player, and the computer decides what it wants to happen. Look, even on a turn when it can't even hit me, it's like, I'm not giving you the satisfaction of hurting myself in confusion. I'm going to fire off the Blizzard attack. Because why wouldn't I? Yeah, I love playing computer opponents. It's so fun and rewarding. I mean, you feel good when you win. Although, all that really means is that you had the dedication to get through the cheap stuff that it pulls out. Like, look. Alright, so, feel free to leave a comment down below, folks. Let me know what you thought of this particular battle, plus the episode in general, as we take on the Challenge Cup. I'll be coming back later on today and getting a victory. I'm calling it now. Victory in the Challenge Cup. And not sure when it's going to go up. Probably in like a couple hours time or so. I still got to play through it and see if I can actually get to a victory. See? Aren't my Pokemon tough? Yeah. The random number generator is the tougher opponent in this particular situation. Darcy. Anyway, thanks for checking out the video, everybody. And I'll catch you next time.